But he has already made a way of escape for you in 2026. He has already made a redemption plan for you. So he's not shocked. As if God is not sitting in heaven and like, wow, did he really do that? I mean, is that my son? And he sits down and he's just like, shaking his head. No. For everything that has happened to you thus far, he has always seen it. He has always seen it. And he has always known about it. And he has already set a path of redemption. And he says, in everything as it's going to happen, it's going to end up good. So God has always had a plan. He has always had humanity in mind, and he had already prepared for us to do what? To come into that. So it is now the total plan of God. Like the scripture we started, it says, but it is the Lord's plan that will prevail. So it is the prevailing plan of God is what we are looking for. His original intent. And all through scripture, you see people, even men called by God, making their own mistakes, making their errors, but God's plan never changed. And God's plan concerning you has never changed, and it will never change. And all he's trying to do right now is just to get you on board. And planning is part of it. Planning is part of it. God, in the order of in creation, one of the things I find so fascinating about creation is order. And I've always taught a whole lot of times about order and how order brings increase. One of the things that fascinates me about the creation story is life underwater. Has anybody ever read about life underwater? It is an interesting ecosystem. There is nothing that wastes under the water. Whatever dies, if a particular species dies, it is food for another species. Order is one of the things that God created. If you look at the creation story, one of the things of precedence in terms of planning is order. Disorderliness is never going to bring you any increase. So one of the things I teach people and I speak to people, I say, set your life in order. Set your life in order. It is very dangerous for God to increase you without order. When you don't build order, you're setting up yourself for disaster. Because the nature of God in planning is to set order.